Coach, how impressed are you with your team?
With that sweater? I love that thing. Really, that is very nice. That's a winner where I like it.
Thank you.
I like it. Go ahead. What were you saying?
I don't know. Your rebounding effort tonight against a Butler team that really crashes the glass hard, and you grabbed 16 of your own on the offensive end.
And that allowed us to get out on the break. That's why we had 29 fast break points, because we rebounded the ball. They're one of the best in the country. I think they were top 15 or whatever it was. So to keep them off the glass to only 9 times was terrific. We needed to have guards like Phillip, like Malik, be able to rebound the ball. Roddy, 7 rebounds, because Jovan may not rebound as much, but he does a great job of blocking out. So that was the key to the game. That was the number one priority in the scouting report.
You've talked so much about putting pressure on the rim and being better at scoring from 2, and tonight I think you shot 56% from 2 when the three-pointer wasn't falling. Just how impressed are you with your team's advancements in that area?
Started to chart paint touches recently, and Marquette game was not very good. It was like in the 30s. Then we got to the 40s at Providence. I'm not sure exactly what we finished with, but I think it was in the 50s. So, and we did a better job of layup making. Could have gotten that Marquette one. We missed a couple at the basket late. But they did a very, very good job of moving the ball, getting them, spraying it, and then driving it and finishing at the basket. So that was huge.
Coach, obviously, scoring is important, but when you see the production from Phil again tonight, and Trey and Malik, they were not only scoring but rebounding and passing the ball. A lot of assist totals. What speaks to that?
Yeah, 30 assists and 9 turnovers. I know it's we're getting used to seeing some of these numbers. I'm not used to this by any means. It's a willingness to pass the ball. Obviously, you got to be able to knock down the shot to get the assists. But, Phil's one of the more underrated players, I think, in this conference. Very, very consistent. Rebounds the ball. He was 3 or 4 in the league as a guard, and then 9 assists to 1 turnover was great. Malik as well. To have 2 guys with 9 assists, it's very, very impressive. So I love the way they're playing offensively. We were up 23, took our foot off the gas defensively, but found a way to pull through at the end.
Coach, Akeem Gillespie with the Indy Star. You mentioned Butler's ability to rebound as a team, but Michael Ajayi specifically is probably one of the best rebounders in the nation. He had 12 boards, but just how important was it to keep preventing him from getting those offensive rebounds and those second chance points?
Yeah, he's relentless. He's big, he's strong. He was a guy that we'd spoke to in the portal. That was a great get for Coach Mata. But yeah, he had 12 rebounds, but to only have 3 was huge because they missed 20 shots in the first half and obviously missed 14 in the second half, but we had to keep him off the glass. And that was a group effort. That wasn't just one guy because he's one of the better players in the league.
And they had a run where they were able to shrink the deficit to 3 points, and then you guys were able to answer with a run of your own. Did you know that or did you sense that with a run you could maybe take their will a little bit and just put them away with a good run?
You're probably giving me too much credit on that. I just try to take it one possession at a time. In this building, you got to take advantage of it, and we've been fortunate to now win back-to-back games in this building, which has been huge. So you get the crowd involved, you're playing hard, you're getting steals, you're getting out on the break. That's certainly what we envision for this program moving forward. So you can build a lead at home, get the crowd going. That always helps.
Coach, you mentioned the importance of the paint touches. Is the key to getting the paint touches just playing fast and playing with force, or is there something else that you guys are doing really well?
Those are the 2 things we talk about a lot: playing fast, playing with force. Those 2 words. Now, our ball movement and our player movement was not very good versus Marquette. It's been significantly better the last 2 games. If you pass the ball, you got to cut through. If you throw down to the corner, you got to cut opposite, and then kind of open up a gap for somebody else. So the player movement, I think the ball movement has been pretty consistently good this year, but the player movement is certainly opening it up for everybody else.
Do you feel like this team still has a lot of upside as you guys are going through this season?
You just try to get better every day. We're going to take tomorrow off. We've got a brand new group. We're starting to figure each other out. I'm figuring them out. They're figuring me out. That's the hard part when you have so many transfers. Like I know what I have with Phil and Jovan. Like, and the group has been great, but you're still learning them, you know. And I think like Malik and Trey, putting them in spots to help them succeed, that's always a work in progress. But yeah, I think we're continuing to get better.
And Coach Butler also has a lot of transfers, but when do you start to realize or start to notice that the team is gelling? And just how hard is it to bring a bunch of different people from different programs together and get them to start to play as one?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are dealing with this right now. You never want to be in a position where you're adding 12 transfers, no high school kids. I really believe I'm very, very excited about our high school class. 2 really good players. Hopefully you can do that, plus get some of these guys to come back and then supplement it. You don't want to be sitting there when the portal opens and saying, okay, we got to add 12 guys. It's just that's a recipe for disaster. Now, sometimes you can't control it because they're all free agents. But, you never feel like you've arrived. I mean, I think we've got good momentum right now, but who knows? I mean, that could all switch.
Richard, we've seen these games where Trey Carroll's had these high point totals, I believe 29 points tonight. From a basketball coach's perspective, when he has it going, what makes him such a difficult cover for a defense?
He's a unique player. He's got really good footwork in the lane. I don't love guys that spin in the lane, but he makes it work. And so, he's got very, very good patience. He's a better shooter than what his percentage from 3 is showing. But our spacing is good. So it opens up the lane for a guy like him. He's not getting traditional post-ups. So you got to space the court properly, and it opens it up. Whether you're in a 5-out, that obviously helps. And that's where playing 5 guys that can shoot can put teams in a bind a little bit, and it opens it up for him.